Okay, access transactions. Yeah, there are three ways to access transactions in SAP. First of all, I have told you SAP GUI, how to make a connection and how to open it. So if I double click on that and open this connection, I will write my username and password. Yeah, if the language is English, I don't have to write the logon language. Yeah, but if I want to use the system into French or German language, then I especially will type DE or FR. But if the standard language is French and I want to see all the menus in English, then I will write EN. Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, the default language is in English for this system, and this is set in advance by the SAP Basis Consultant. Okay. Enter. Okay, now I can see the screen which is called SAP Easy Access. Okay. According to my PowerPoint slide, it says that there are three ways to access transactions in SAP. Three ways. For example, I will give you the scenario of posting customer invoice. I want to post a customer invoice and I can access that transaction in three different ways. The first way will be through the user or SAP menu. This is a menu, yeah, SAP menu. I will go into accounting, financial accounting, customer, yeah, accounts receivable, customer, document entry, invoice. Okay, and I will double click on that and the invoice screen will be entered. Invoice will be open. Yeah. Now the second way is, this is a customer invoice. That's the first way I have told you. The second way is favorites. I'm coming to my office daily and my job is to post customer invoices as an end user. Okay. So what I do, I can see, you can see that it's a long way to go. Yeah, it's a waste of time. So you can select this invoice, do not double click, just select it and click this button, add to favorites. When you click on add to favorites, this is a favorite folder. Yeah, you can see here favorite folder, and the menu path is stored here under the favorites folder. So next time you don't have to open the SAP menu, you can just double click on that and the invoice will be open. And if you are using 10 to 15 transactions on daily basis, so you can add them into your favorites folder. Okay, so it will be very easy for you to go into the favorites folder and double click and open that, instead of looking those transactions into different folders and wasting your time. So you can store them into the favorites folder. Now the third one is the fast path or transaction code. If I double click on invoice and click this button, with what it says, transaction FB70. Yeah, transaction FB70. So FB70, I know that FB70 is the transaction code for customer invoice. Okay, now I remember. I have remembered this transaction code because I'm working on this on daily basis. Yeah, so probably I will remember it. I will learn it by heart. Yeah. So next time when I came, I will not use any menu path or not favorites. Yeah, I will just go into this blank screen which you can see. A blank screen and type here FB70 and enter, and the customer invoice will open. So that's the three ways to access transaction into SAP. And this is the exit button, this is the go back button, and this is the cancel button, and this is the save button or post button. So you will learn navigation as we proceed into our training. Yeah, I can't actually tell you the functionality of all the buttons, but I can keep telling you the functionality of each button as as we proceed. Now the other things for you to remember is another transaction codes. For example, you can see here that it's very hard for you to know the transaction code for each menu. Yeah, you can ask me the question that okay, where you can find the transaction code for each menu. Yeah, it's not like you will open the screen and go into the right hand side and open that small box, yeah, and see the transaction code. So it won't be that case. Yeah, if you want to see the transaction code with each menu path, yeah, I can't see. Yeah, you can see I can't see menu path. I can just see invoice or invoice journal or credit memo. Yeah, yeah. So I will go into extras and click on settings. Okay. Settings, and I will tick this button display technical name and continue. And now I will go to accounting again, financial accounting, accounts receivable, document entry, and now I can see the transaction code along with each option. Invoice FP70, invoice general F-22, credit memo FP75. So all the transaction codes I can see with each menu.
What is the difference between invoice general and invoice?
I will explain you. That would be our topic. Okay, now I can create 6 maximum sessions. Yeah, with this button I can create 6 maximum session. Right now this is one session. If I click on this button again, so another session will open. Yeah, so you can see here this is another session. So I can do different work here and different work here. I don't have to exit from this screen and do work here. Yeah, and then maximum you can open 6 sessions. Yeah, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4. Yeah, this is number 4. So similarly you can open 6 maximum sessions. Now let's say I am in the invoice section. You know the transaction code is FP70, and credit memo the transaction code is FP75. Yeah. So if you are in FP70 and if you want to go to credit memo, and if you type here FP75 and enter, you will not go anywhere at all, because simple transaction code works only in the SAP easy access screen. Okay, but if you are in this screen and you are unable to go to the next transaction, so you have to add /n. /n means exit. Okay, /n means exit. If you type here /n, okay, probably I can't write /n on the Excel sheet. Yeah, okay, so /n, you have to write /n exit and then type FP75. FP75, this is a customer invoice. Yeah, So if you write /n FP75 and then press enter, then it is now customer credit memo screen. Then you will be in the customer credit memo screen.
Can't we not change it from the transaction where it is written? Credit memo.
Yeah, we can change it from there as well, but I am giving you the example. For example, if it is a completely different thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So what he means exactly that you can change it from here as well, yeah? But I am giving you the example. If for example this is a credit memo, now you cannot actually go to invoice general screen, yeah? Another example you can take. Then in that case you have to write /n f-22 and you will be in the invoice general. So my purpose is to tell you to jump from one transaction to another. Now you can see the example I gave you. I was going exit. Yeah, I exit from the customer invoice or customer credit memo screen. But if I don't want to exit from the screen, I want to create a new session and then go. For example, I want to go back to FP70. Yeah, then I will not write /n because I want this screen as well. Yeah, I will write /o, then FB70. And when I write /o and then FB70 and then press enter, so new session will open and that will be FB70. You see, new session is open and new session open, yeah, with /o.
And /n is edit.
Exit. Yeah. I can also
Kills the option you're in and then brings the other one. Yeah?
yes, but /n, if you just type /n, you will be exit from the screen and you will be in the SAP Easy Access screen again. So /n means exit. Instead of clicking the buttons, you can go do it with the commands as well.
Easy command.
Yeah. Now I will come back to SAP Easy Access and some other, before I proceed, I will show you the other navigation as well. With this button, customize local layout. Click this button and go to options, and with this button you can change the themes. Yeah, right now the theme which I am using is SAP signature theme, and you can different theme, Corbo theme, and your screen will look like this one. The color will be changed as well. Enjoy theme. Yeah, if you are enjoying the SAP software or frustrating, you can change your theme SAP enjoy theme. And system dependent theme. System dependent means that with each screen the color of the theme will be changed. Yeah. So it could be like a refreshment. Yeah. Streamline theme and trade show theme and classic theme. Yeah, so different themes you can change it. Yeah. Other things which you can do is at local data history. You can on the history, and what it does exactly that it will keep the history of all the transaction codes which you have accessed. If for example I have accessed FB70, so the system will show me FB70 in the history. Right now, because we have just started working, so we don't have any history, but once we start working, so you will see the system is keeping the history of the previous transaction codes of the previous dates. It will give you the option of different dates and transaction codes which you have previously visited.
What about the drop down menu? Doesn't that give you?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So this is again will give you, even if you when you type here, this should give you sometimes as well. But if it is not, then you can click this button and you have different different history. Yeah.
To have this kind of history, do you need to set it up on your?
Yes, if it is not set up, basically by default it is set up. Yeah.
By default, okay.
By default it is set up, but if it's not, then you can do it from this button, history on.
Alright.
Expiry time 3 months. Yeah, maximum permitted and maximum number of entries. Yeah. and nothing. Also you can change the font settings as well if you like, otherwise it's up to you. Like right now you are using Courier New and the text size is 11, yeah, so you can change from this button. Like Courier New you can change is italic or whatever you do, and SAP menu, yeah, will be changed. Okay, now if you want to see the version of this system, yeah, yesterday I told you the latest version is SAP ECC EHP 7, yeah. So if you want to see the version of this system, so you can go to system and click on status. Click on this and this will give you the version information about the component. So right now you are using component version SAP ECC 6.0 and the database system is MaxDB. Yeah, sometimes it can be, I have noticed it can be Oracle database, yeah, it can be MS SQL database, yeah, but this time first time I've seen MaxDB. So MaxDB is the name of the database, yeah, which SAP is using to store the data. And if you click this button, component information, so SAP basis is 702, and if you click on down further, so SAP HR module is 604.